And welcome back to another business talk video in the garage. So in here we're going to talk about the 3 things that I do on every vehicle that I service, or at least with the customer. So this is more on the business side of things, and this is just the only 3 things that I do, but these are like some of the 3 main things that I do on every vehicle that I service. So if you're starting your business, if you're growing your business, if you want to start your business, this video is for you. It's mostly on business, not so much on detailing, but regardless, it still might be applied to you as well. And quick announcement is that next Friday on the 17th, I'll be opening up enrollment to Detailing as a Business. It's my online premium training course. This is the last time you'll see it at this price point. After this enrollment, next time is gonna go up. So just giving everyone the heads up. I'll be announcing it more. Follow me on Instagram or download the guide and get on my email list and you'll hear about it more. Other than that, now let's get started with the video. So number 1 is always confirm the details. What I mean by that is before the detail begins, right? It's gonna be both before the detail starts in person and in the conversation that you have with the customer. You always want to confirm the details one more time. The price, how long it's gonna take, the services, and any other finer details that were discussed between you and the customer. So when you get to the job site, before you just go straight into start working, you want to say, hey, okay, just making sure. And you'll word this in your own tone, but you'll say, hey, so just to confirm one more time, I'm doing the interior service and whatever exterior service. The interior will be X amount, the exterior is X amount. It should take around X to Y hours. Do you have anything that you want to point out about the interior or exterior? You always want to confirm the details. That way, at the end of the detail, there is no surprise. The customer knows what they're getting. You know exactly what to do, and everyone is on the same page. Don't just especially if it's been like a while since you've last booked that customer, like maybe it was like you booked them out 2 weeks in advance, and when you get there, you just get the keys and you get going. You just want to make sure that everyone is on the same page and you remind them what the price is going to be. That way, once you're done, once you call them out, it's a seamless transition between, hey, come look at the vehicle. Okay, you've looked at the vehicle. Now let's take payment. You already know the price. It's going to be no hassle or anything. Like, there's not going to be like, oh, I thought you said this. Oh, no. Like, if any of that needs to come up, right, where there was some confusion that I thought you were going to charge this, but it's going to be that, at a minimum, if that does happen, that should be taken care of at the beginning of the detail. So maybe the customer thought it was going to be $200 for the inside, and it was actually going to be $220. And in your head, you're like, okay, like he knows it's going to be $220, and you say it's $220 in the beginning of the detail. Boom, you guys get to have the conversation right there, clarify any miscommunication, or kind of come up with a resolution towards that dilemma, and then move forward with the detail. If you wait to the end of the detail, you become much more on the offensive, because like you've already done the work. You probably think they're trying to pull a fast one on you. The customer is kind of thinking the same thing, where okay, he did the work, like he waited to the very end to tell me this, so now it's kind of like that bait and switch, or like he's being dishonest. So for both you and the customer, if there is any type of miscommunication or any type of confusion, it's better if it happens at the beginning of the detail instead of after the detail. So always confirm the details before the detail starts. Number 2 is, I know you're a great detailer. You're a fantastic, marvelous detailer. You do your very best on every single vehicle. You're passionate, you're committed, you love what you do. But you should always confirm with the customer once the vehicle is done, if they're satisfied with the results. Now, I know you're gonna do your best and you're gonna double check, triple check, quadruple check your work. You have a checklist that you follow. You follow an SOP all the time. You've gone to training. You took 1 extra hour because you wanted to make sure everything was done right. But regardless of all of that, once the detail is done and the customer is looking over the vehicle, you want to verbally ask, hey, is there anything that you want to, again, word it to your type of how you talk, but you want to ask something similar to like, is there anything that I missed? Let me know and I'll be happy to take care of it. Hey, if I miss anything, let me know. Don't feel bad. That's what I'm here for. I'll take care of it. Hey, are you 100% satisfied with the work? If you see anything that needs to be touched up, please let me know. That's what I'm here for. You want to ask or say something similar to that because you want to give them the authority. You want to let them feel okay. You want them to be honest with you and say, hey, look, like it's great, but there's that one stain I wanted to get removed and it's still there. Can you touch that up? That is excellent, okay? That doesn't mean you're a bad detailer. That doesn't mean you did a terrible job. Just you spending so much time there, like, you're gonna miss some things. Maybe the customer in their head already has a very specific thing they want cleaned or detailed or taken care of, and they didn't address that with you. So now once the vehicle is complete, right, and you call them out, their eyes are gonna go straight towards that one little stain that they wanted to really get cleaned. And if you didn't address that, that's gonna be the first thing they look at. So you want to make sure that they feel okay, that they have the authorization, that you want them to tell you, hey, if there's anything wrong, please let me know, and I'd be happy to address it. Because again, if you let it go by and, you know, a few days later you ask like, hey, can I get a review? Or like, hey, you know, do you want me to book in that other vehicle? That's when they'll be like, well, you know, I was happy, but you missed something on this door panel. Well, you know, you didn't dress this tire all the way or whatever. So you don't want them to think about, you don't want them to tell you what's wrong with the detail way after you've completed the detail, like days or even later on that day. If there's something there that needs to be addressed, you want them to say it right then and there, because you're right there already. Okay, so you want to give them the time to walk around the vehicle. You want to walk them through the vehicle yourself. You want to point out anything that needs to be pointed out. And then you want to ask, hey, is there anything else that I can do that you think needs to be touched up? Or is there anything else that looks like I may have missed that you want me to address? Word it in your own way, but you want to make sure like, hey, are you satisfied or not? When I leave right now from this job site and I go somewhere else and I leave you here with the car, are you 100% satisfied? You're happy? You'd recommend me to someone else? Like, that's the kind of mentality you want to leave of like, when I leave this job site, there is nothing this customer is going to say because I've addressed everything that I could. I asked everything that I can, and they said it's good. They said it's fine. They said they're happy, so I'm good to go. Because you don't want to have to go back a few days later to address something that could have been addressed right then and right there. Now, if someone takes 2 weeks to let you know, that might be a little bit too far gone, right? Because like in 2 weeks, a lot can happen. In 2 weeks, another stain can come up. So, you know, if that would be kind of a little bit more nuanced, because like if they wait 2 weeks, you know, especially what the stain is, like that could have been almost anything. So you want to confirm, hey, you're satisfied, you're happy, there's nothing else I can do. Is there anything else you want me to touch up? No? Okay, good. Let's keep it going. And the third one, this is gonna really play into the growth of your business and to the success of your business, and that's going to be asking for online reviews. So when you're on the job site with the customer, you wanna simply ask, hey Johnny, is it okay if I send you a link to leave me a review online? You're not gonna send it right then and there, but you just wanna verbally get a confirmation with the customer and say, hey, I'm gonna send you a review. Will you leave me a review? Right? A link to a review, and then will you leave me a review? And you want the customer to say, yes, I will. Just because that way you kind of plant the seed that they're expecting you to send them some type of link through email or text, right? So they're already like, okay, he's gonna at some point send it to me. They've already gave you that verbal yes. So when they send it to you, they're like, oh, well, I already told this guy yes that I'm gonna do it. So, you know, it puts a little bit more pressure for them to actually do it. And then 3 is like it reminds you to also send that link to them, because online reviews will play a significant role in the growth and success of your business. If you don't have 5-star reviews, you're not getting as many customers as you could. And that's just a flat out black and white. That is 100% truth right there. If you don't have more 5-star reviews, you're not getting as many customers as you could. Okay, and just to give you a quick little example is that, let's say detailer A has 4 reviews, all 5 stars, okay? Then the second detailer has 37 reviews, all 5 stars. Let's say they're both within the same price range, the same distance driving, they offer the same services. Purely set on the reviews alone, which detailer would most customers go with? The one that has more reviews. Simply put, that's the main contributing factor. So online reviews will play a big role. So once you've accepted payment, once everything's all said and done, it's, hey Johnny, is it okay if I send you a link to leave me a review online? They're gonna say, oh yeah, of course, I'd love to. Then you're gonna send them that link, that later on that day, preferably through text or email, whichever one you prefer, and then that'll increase the chances of you getting a review. Don't wait a week later, don't wait several days later. That same day, send them that link. Now it might take them a while for the customer to leave the review. That's pretty okay, but as far as your part and your end, you want to send it to them as soon as you can, because to be top of mind. But you may have to continuously remind the customer to get a review, because remember, like, you're just adding a to-do list, a to-do task to someone's day. Okay, like if you're asking for a review, the chances of them actually leaving one is pretty low, because again, you're giving someone else something, a task to do. So if they don't leave it that same night, if they don't leave it that next morning, like, you will want to just send them another message or an email saying, hey, whenever you get a chance, I'd really appreciate if you leave a quick review. Thanks. Like, you just want to kind of keep on reminding them, because like they'll need a little bit of a nudge sometimes to leave you a review. But definitely ask for that review at the end of the detail, so you're gonna plant that seed moving forward. And those are gonna be the 3 things that I do every single time I go to detail a customer's vehicle. Now, those aren't the only 3, but I would say those are like some of the main 3 that I do, that I always have to hit the nail on, because it's very important to do all those 3. Let me know in the comment section yours and what you typically do on a detail. Again, if you're interested in my premium online course, it's going to be coming out next Friday on the 17th. So follow me on Instagram, or download the guide to start your detailing business. If you're on the email list, I'll also send you some information. This will be the last time I offer it at this price point. So if you're interested, or if you've been interested in joining the online course, the next time I open up enrollment, the price will be higher. So just giving everyone the heads up on this one, because I don't want to let anyone kind of slip out. So follow me on Instagram, download that guide to be on the email list, and you'll get notified there too. But again, this is the last time I'll be offering at this price point, and then it'll go up. So just giving everyone the heads up. Other than that, leave your comments, questions, concerns down below. Again, let me know what you do on every detail. If there's anything that's a staple for you that you do every single time, what is that going to be? And I'll see you on the next one.